CHEM200L, you have made it to the last experiment, last recorded video. So a couple things to note. There's still a chance to ask questions, to interact. That's Wednesday, 12:30 office hour, and then there's that special office hour on Friday. I will email the reminder and invitation for, but those are the last two times to meet and go over anything. Experiment 9, pre-lab data observations, that's due May 27th. Then you have 2 post-labs that are coming up due on June 1st. I have emailed a lab archive survey. This would be really helpful if you could fill this out. We've been using lab archives for years, have survey data, but clearly this semester is very different than any other. So your feedback would be helpful on that. And then I'll comment quite a bit on the lab report exam that will be on Canvas. Please note, this is different than other exams. There's a very specific window here on June 1st, and that's from 12 to 5 p.m. This experiment does have a quiz, so your very last quiz, and you're going to be looking at gas properties. So I really encourage you to think back to your gas laws. The activity, we derived a lot of the gas laws, but the go-to, of course, is the ideal gas law. So I encourage you to think about this equation and then the properties that are being measured. Okay, so you're looking at pressure, you're looking at temperature. This is your equation, so now you can look at that and predict, are these going to be directly proportional, inversely proportional, and then you'll see the experiment to determine the relationship. So Wednesday, experiment 9, quiz 5, and then the following Monday from 12 to 5 p.m. is the lab report exam. And that's it. That's the end of the semester. So this lab report exam, if you can't tell, I'm really emphasizing, I don't want you to miss this window, June 1st, noon to 5 p.m. This is a standardized exam, so again, we have to give a smaller window for this. Here's the format. You'll be given a prompt, and you have to write a formal lab report. Okay, well, how can you prepare for this? Well, you've been doing this all semester, so I encourage you, the outline that I've given you, what are the contents in a lab report? So what's in a pre-lab, what's in a data observation, post-lab, review that. And then go back and look at your experiments. What were the grades and comments that you got on those particular sections? Maybe you forgot this, or now you learned you should do this in this section. So review those. And then be confident you've been doing this all semester. This is what this lab report exam is. You just do what you've been doing, and I think all will turn out fine. Remember, so big takeaway again, this is when you have to take this exam, and you'll be able to type your lab report if you want on Canvas, or you can write it on paper and take pictures and upload. So it's up to you, or if you want to do a combination of both of those, you can do that for the lab report exam. But if you have some conflict, you need to contact me as soon as possible. The reason, I know lots of things have changed this semester, but June 1st is our last day of the semester, so everything has to be done by June 1st. So now, experiment 9, couple of the notes. There's a video. This video looks really, really similar to what you would have done on campus, so you need to make observations based on that video. And of course, some reactions, some videos have a lot more exciting things to observe than others. This is one of those that you have to work to really find some observations, but that's what you need to do. You'll be given the data and lab archive, so you have your data, you have your observations. And again, I know this isn't a replacement, but you can imagine this would be very similar to what you would do at Miramar. And this is a reminder, your data goes in your data and observations, but your processing of the data, that goes in the post lab. So you've made it. This is experiment 9.